Hello, this is your host Khushi Awasti, and you are watching AAFT 24x7. Today is the first day of the Global Fashion and Design Week 9th edition, Noida. And we have with us a very special guest, Miss Radha Iyer. And along with her, we also have Himani Sharma. They both are currently being with an organization called BSL, which has a motivation of Make in India. They work on that motivation. Along with they have different kinds of brand working under them, and there are a lot of about this organization that they are going to let you know during this interview. So ma'am, can you just give a brief detail about the work that you are into?
Ma'am, we are an organization called Brand Sourcing and Leadership Association, where we are promoting Make in India. And here we have three kinds of members. One is international chapter, and one is Indian, and one is buying office. In international, the members, those we have are the brand heads and the sourcing heads of those organizations of the international brands who have their offices in India. For example, if it's called the Philip Van Heusen label, they have sub-labels called Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein. So their brand head and sourcing heads are our members. Same way in Indian brands, for example, it is Bestseller or you can say Myntra, their sourcing heads and owners are our members. In the buying office sector, it is a large platform from where we are doing a lot of exports, and their owners and or the CEOs are our members, namely Triberg, Lee and Fung, and you can say Impulse or Asmara.
Actually, today is the first day of Fashion and Design Week. You were invited as the guest today. How was the energy, ma'am?
The energy was quite high. And we found that the discussion which we had with Mr. Marwa was quite in depth. He also told us like how he plans to construct another film city, and he was also talking about the Fashion Institute, and he was also talking about the Art and Culture Center, where he believes in curating the furnitures. And he was also talking about how he is planning to take his Fashion Institute to the next level. For example, he was, at the moment, the conversation which we had with him in the morning, it showed that he's trying to concentrate more towards Iceland, from where he's trying to invite students here, where they can stay here for 3 months at his cost as a guest. And he wants them to understand how Indian culture is, how the Indian Apparel and Fashion Institute is working, and how the Indian Film City is working.
Okay, ma'am, you?
For me, I think coming to AFT, I think AFT as a community which Mr. Marwa has created is amazing. He talks about bringing literally the world. He recognizes either the small countries or the big countries. He provides them scholarship. He told us about the achievements as well. We were lucky to see the fashion show, and it was amazing. Ambassador from Ireland was there, Kama was there, Peninsula was there. So I think the energy and the shows and whatever the work the students have put in there in the whole this fashion week is amazing.
मैम, हर साल ये फेस्ट मनाया जाता है और हर बार गेस्ट को बुलाने के पीछे एक मोटिवेशन होती है और एक विजन होता है कि जब भी हम गेस्ट को बुलाएंगे तो हमारे स्कूल ने जिस तरीके से वर्क किया है, जो उनका कॉन्सेप्ट रहा है, पूरा हार्ड वर्क उनको दिखाया जाएगा और उनके जरिए जो उन्होंने एक्सपीरियंस गेन किया है अपनी इंडस्ट्री में गेस्ट ने, वो अपनी इंस्पिरेशन जो है और जो भी उन्होंने थॉट्स लिए हैं अपने माइंड में, वो स्टूडेंट्स को दिखाते हैं. इस बार अगर हम बात करें तो एक थीम थी एंड दैट इज रिलेटेड कनेक्टेड टू कि एंशिएंट टाइम्स को कैसे आप मॉडर्न आर्ट से कनेक्ट कर सकते हो. आप डिफरेंट ब्रांड्स के साथ काम करते हो और आपका हमेशा ये मोटिव रहता है कि एक्सपोर्ट ज्यादा हो और इंपोर्ट्स कम हो. तो आप क्या समझते हैं कि जो इंडियन आर्ट है उसकी मार्केट में किस तरीके की वैल्यू है और किस तरीके से एक्सपोर्ट्स बढ़ाए जा सकते हैं?
I think Indian art has always been the center of attention. Either you talk about royals from the British arena, they have been interested in the silk and the silk routes, and we have seen Indian art traditions, our handicrafts everywhere around the world. Right, they have been recognized. Now, Shri Prime Minister Modi, he has also been focusing on increasing the GI tags. I hope you know what is GI.
Yes.
So there have been he has especially asked to increase the GI tags to give that value to our traditions, our culture, and whatever what arts we have been promoting. So BSL with NIFT Gandhinagar, we have also come up with this opportunity that NIFT students of Gandhinagar will collaborate with the local artisans to bring out more GI tags and more arts, which might have has lost their way till with this time. So,
I feel like, for example, today Sandeep Marwaji, he ensured that foreign delegates are here. They are viewing how the exhibition is conducted, how the fashion show is conducted.
Yes.
When they see it in reality, they definitely take it back to their country.
Yes.
So that's how the Indian art culture spreads. And here, when they come, they are not only watching what the AAFT is doing. AAFT is definitely coming on a larger platform. But at the same time, they are encouraged to travel more. For example, the art and the more of the handmade things which are done. That's in Jaipur, Rajasthan, Gujarat. And these foreigners, they love to travel there. And we were just in discussion with the Highness Lady with Panama. She says, I love going to Jaipur. The reason, because of the art and the handmade things. So that's what is lucrative to them. Though we are going abroad, going internationally, but visibility of Indian art and culture is very less on that platform. We have to keep promoting it, though the resource and the art that we have is immense. It is immense. They understand it only when they come here. So the idea which Mr. Marwa had, like, calling dignitaries from 7-8 countries. So in 9 sequence of fashion show he's doing here, right? So in each sequence, if he's calling 7-8 dignitaries, so almost 50 to 60 are covered. So we have already reached the world.
मैम बीएसएल जो है उसका अपना एक मोटिवेशन है कि वो चाहती है कि इंडियन ब्रांड ज्यादा प्रमोट हो। क्या आपने जब ये स्टार्ट किया था तो किस तरीके के स्ट्रगल्स, किस तरीके की परेशानियों से आप जूझे थे, और आज आप जो स्टेट में हो और आने वाले कल में देखते हो तो किस तरीके से आप कंपेयर कर सकते हो कि पिछला टाइम कैसा था, अब कैसा है, और हम आगे और क्या कर सकते हैं?
See, I believe India has been one of the biggest exporter to the world. If we talk about the lifestyle industry, we have been exporting to all the big brands. Either you name any brand, we have been exporting to it. Either it is Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, Zara. All the production has been in India. So I believe that India has always had the manpower and the skills to be the brand, but there is no global brand of India till now. You name any of the global Indian brand, there is none. So our main goal and main initiative was to make an Indian global brand, to promote, because we are not lacking anywhere. We have everything. We have the infra, we have the people, we have the skills, we have the art, we have everything with us. But instead, we still don't have a global Indian brand. You name Spain. Spain has at least 5 to 6 Indian brands. 5 to 6 their local brands. Like Zara is from there. So I think India, in coming years, India will emerge as the amazing, which is one of the biggest art, and it can be like the biggest brand in the world. And I think India, we are focusing onto it. You talk about the designers, either the Gaurav Gupta and other ones, they are also making their names in the
Yes, definitely.
So I think there's a long way, there's an amazing, beautiful way for Indian brands to move forward.
Indian brands, ma'am, that's what we are trying to do at BSL. Like, the manufacturers were being recognized, but the brands were not. So that's what BSL is trying to do.
I guess India has everything. It has sources, it has resources, it has manpower. The only thing that they don't...
Visibility is less.
Visibility and the knowledge. क्योंकि अगर हमें education ही नहीं मिलेगी कि हमें अपने आप को किस तरीके से internationally दिखाना है, present करना है, तब तक हम वो एक छोटा काम करके उसको किसी दूसरे बड़े इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड को देंगे और वो अपना लोगो लगाकर बाहर भेज देंगे। तो इस टाइम पे आई बिलीव कि वर्कशॉप्स होनी चाहिए, एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करनी चाहिए टू द इंडियन क्राफ्टमैन। सो आर यू इनटू दिस थिंग टू?
That's what we are doing in BSL. We are trying to handhold and take the brands to the global market. We have taken the brands to Japan. We are working on taking the brands to Russia and other countries as well. So
the problem is, ma'am, people are aware like how they have to do export or what, but they don't know how to look for the market where India will get visibility. That's what BSL is doing. So we conduct webinar. We do the brainstorm session over there, like how we can take our brands for a much farther and a much larger outreach globally. Our idea is to take brands, our Indian brands, at a global outreach level. So today also we will be conducting a webinar, and we are planning to conduct more webinars over there. We are already working with members, like the 3 categories of members we said. In each category we have many members, and we have international members also. In the international chapter called, we have 12. There in, for example, UAE, there are the brands called Namchi, Noon, Apparel Group. From each these brands we have 20 to 60 members.
Okay.
Right. So we are not only hand-holding them, but we are trying to contact those who are not even aware how to take their brand for a much larger global outreach. For that, we conduct webinar. So we then conduct a lot of sessions and brainstorming meetings and everything. So we are always trying to engage with our brand members, and we are now trying to concentrate more on Russia.
Okay.
Where we can explore how a market is going to be. And nobody thought of Japan. We have already reached Japan. So we are on that track. And with Modi ji's idea of touching 100 billion, we also aim to do that.
Now I believe that Indian craftsmanship is in safer hands because of VSL.
Thank you so much.
I wish you people all the very best, and thank you for sharing this platform with us.
Thank you so much.
And for more insightful conversations like these, don't forget to follow AAFT 24/7.